Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our Swiss chocolate run here. And still working on this straw contract, trying to get that finished up. According to my notes, we got to finish the straw contract, roll out the grass, and sell sugar. Although, I have been doing some thinking about the sugar, and I think I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to sell the sugar. I thought about it, and it could be a decent idea to sell some sugar to supplement our income a little bit. But on the other side of that, if I don't sell the sugar, then I don't have to do sugar beets for a very, very, very long time. So I think I'd rather just not do sugar beets for a while than sell some sugar and make a little bit of money right now. Because it's not like it's a ton of money. Sugar doesn't sell for a lot. It's definitely much better to turn the sugar into something else. So I think that's the route we're going to go. Because I have tons of sugar sitting over there on pallets as well as inside the building itself. So I could go a very long time without ever having to do sugar beets again, which would be very nice because I don't have to buy any new equipment or go through all the trouble of doing that. I think that would be a much better end result for us than whatever little bit of money we would gain off the sugar right now. Where is this contract turning it at? Is it down here? It is down here. Oh no, this is the store, isn't it? I think this is... let's see, we got canola. I don't care about the canola. This one is at the supermarket. Okay, so let's head this over to the supermarket. And actually, while I'm doing this, I should go ahead and roll out the grass. With our other guy. Although I did want to test something because... So we've mowed the grass. And we're ready to roll, right? Let me see something real quick. Yield info. So rolling gives us 2.5%. Mulching gives us 2.5%. Although this is grass rolling, not soil rolling, so it's a little bit different. I'm going to try something. I mean, it's actually going to take a little bit longer because the mulcher's not as quick, or it's not as large as the roller. But I am kind of curious if this counts for more for us, because I believe mulching resets the grass back to kind of a zero state as well. And I haven't really tried this, so I kind of feel like I discovered it by accident on one of my other runs. And I was like, wait a minute, that did the same thing. So I'm kind of curious if it actually for sure does the same thing. So if we come over to the grass, we are currently harvested. So we're not currently growing. We're also not currently mulched. So if I start mulching this, and we could just do a little path, a little bit of it to see what it does, and if it doesn't do what we want, then we didn't lose that much. We start mulching this, and it will mulch it. Oh, but it's getting rid of the grass. Okay. See, that's why I'm glad I caught it. But if we look at this now, it still, see, it says, okay, it does say it's growing now, so it does reset the state, and it does say it's mulched. So we can mulch to get a little bit of a double bonus there by getting the mulching bonus as well as the kind of the resetting of the grass bonus. I don't know if that's a bonus or not, but it's just kind of gets it growing again. However, if we do that, we would need to pick up the grass that's on the field right now. Might be worth it. I mean, it definitely I think would be worth it on the round that we're actually picking up the grass. I was not planning on picking up the grass this round because, it's just a little bit less efficient. It's more efficient to wait for a few rounds so we can get plenty of grass, out there. So I think for right now, we're just going to roll the old-fashioned way. But I will definitely take that into account, that mulching might be a long-term benefit for us. All right, back to this. And actually, are you not? Oh, you're just confused. That's why. Alright, let's get you parked off to the side. Do not need you anymore. You can go ahead and run back, drop this off real quick. And then we'll be ready to finish our straw picking. Drag race. Oh, I beat him. All right, there we go. Done. And now we can get what we really cared about on this field, which is the straw. Pretty much the only reason we even did this. Now, if you were going to do cows, like as a brand new save, and if I were to start this save over and things like that, one of the things I might be interested in getting would be the biogas plant. Because the biogas plant, although it's very expensive, pays for itself, you know, in a few years, and then you're just making a lot of good profit after that. So, could be a good way to supplement your income, because cows, pigs, I guess just those two primarily, right? Just those, because those are the two that give you slurry, and then I know cows obviously give you manure. Do pigs give you manure? I don't know that pigs give you manure. I think they give you, I think they give you slurry for sure, but I can't remember if they give you manure or not. But or also silage. I mean, silage is a good one, but both manure and slurry are worth like 10 times the amount if you own the biogas plant, and you can drop off the stuff because they turn into electricity and methane, and then as well as some digestate, which you can then use to you know, take care of your fields, to fertilize your fields. Now, you do get a lot less digestate at the end of the day than what you put in from manure and slurry. So, I mean, you could say that that's it probably does mean you have to use a lot more, you know, kind of liquid fertilizer, stuff like that, because you might not have enough digestate to cover your field. I don't know. Really, I haven't really experimented with it really much at all. I just kind of did a little bit of research on it because I was curious about it. I do expect to do some with it at some point, and we will see what maybe the next playthrough, or next time I do cows, I might do it. Or if I do pigs, I'll try it out then as well. I think pigs do manure. I can't remember, but I guess we could see. Does it sell us here? Let's see. I don't do pigs. In case you're wondering why I don't know this, because I never do pigs. I'm interested to try pigs. I think by default the pigs are not like the most What am I looking for? All right, I'll look here in a second. I don't think they're the most profitable at the moment in the current kind of setup of the game. That's why supplementing the income you get from them a bit is typically a pretty good idea. Because all you get from pigs is, well, selling the pigs when they get old enough. So you're literally, it's like beef cows, right? So you're not getting any other product from them. Again, other than the manure and slurry and stuff like that. All right, so let's see. Can we see that on here? Types. General. Types, pigs. Yeah, so manure and slurry. Okay, I thought they did, but I couldn't remember for sure. Cows, obviously manure, slurry, and milk if you have the milk cows. Horses, I don't think give you anything. Sheep obviously don't give you anything but wool and then egg. Yep, so it's just the cows and the pigs that will give you that manure and slurry output. Yep. Helps if I actually lower the pickup. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't think I'd get that part right there. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done, I did pigs a little bit in FS19 just to try them out for like 5 minutes. More than that, obviously, but like it was not very long. I didn't really like them that much at the time because they take a lot. They actually take a lot of work. They take a lot of inputs to get any sort of efficient, productivity out of them. Like the highest 100% productivity, you have to give them a little bit of everything, right? But I want to kind of try and give them another go here in 22 at some point. The biggest complaint I've seen about the biogas plants is that they're very slow to process. I mean, sure, you get a good return on your money, what you put in, right? I think it's like you get 10 times the amount of, like I said, the manure and the slurry. So basically, it's 1,000% increase, or 1,000% of what the value is, and which is great. But I think they process it at an extremely slow rate, so it's very likely that you're actually still producing more manure and slurry than you can put into the biogas. I don't know, we'll see. Really, like I said, a lot of that depends on how big of a biogas plant you actually buy. So One thing I have not set up yet is any of the wind power or solar panels or anything like that. And based on what I was looking at like last night, either one of those basically pays for themselves within the first year, and then it's just pure profit after that. Like I think a simple solar panel, or I think even one of the smaller wind powers, you know, maybe a couple solar panels, and I think the smaller of the two big wind powers is enough to pay for like your loan interest for every day. So might be something worth looking into, just to set one of those up early in the game, so it's paid for itself real quickly, and then you've got your loan interest paid for basically from that extra power. I don't know if I'm going to do it in this save, just because we're kind of hopefully getting towards the end, but it would be kind of an interesting one to do if I start with something like that, right? In fact, we can actually look real quick. I want to say the solar panel is like 3,000, so you would have to like maybe get 3 of those, 2 to 3 of those, depending on how much of a loan you actually take out. What am I looking for? Production generators. So yeah, this one is, oh no, this one is enough, more than enough. So this right here, all you gotta do is put that down there. 93,000 bucks, pays for itself within a year, and then every month you're getting 8,928 bucks. Just easy money for doing a whole lot of nothing. This one is only 984 bucks, so this one's a lot less. But you know, a few of those, if you want to plop those out here and there. Those are small and don't take up a lot of space. Obviously this one's extremely small as well. You get up to these, which are quite a bit larger. This one gives you tons of money, and of course this one gives you ridiculous money. Absolutely ridiculous money. I used to do this one in 19 a lot. This is the one that we had in 19, and I even got to the point in one of my saves, not one of the recorded saves, not for YouTube, but one of my own personal like offline saves, where I had enough money, enough income from wind power to buy a new wind power every day, if that makes sense. So I had enough of those wind power things, but I think they were like 1.5 mil at the time in that game, in that version. So I was making 1.5 million a day from wind power, which took me a while to build up to. Obviously I had to do I think I was doing silage and biogas and stuff like that, the old school stuff. But I had enough of those set up to buy them, basically pay for themselves every single day in a weird way. So it was, I don't know, way too much, quite frankly. Oh, I should have moved you over by now. Got all distracted talking about all the slurry and biogas and all that other stuff. I was having too much fun talking about poop. Alright, there we go. All right, I'm going to get all this stuff finished up, the straw finished up, and I'll bring you guys back here momentarily. All right, we are back, finished all of the rolling, so we are good to progress towards August. Let me look at my checklist. Next thing to sell, since we're not going to be selling the sugar, will be butter in September. Let me double check to make sure cows are good on milk. And we could technically empty out the milk if we wanted to. How's the production on the two things? You actually could use a little bit more milk. You could use a little bit more milk as well. So we will probably give the milk to... Well, you've got 2 months worth of milk. So we'll probably give the milk to the butter, or the cheese guy, sorry. Did I say butter? Oh, that's because I was thinking about turning on butter at some point. Which we're not quite there yet. So we'll just give it to the cheese guy for now. We might eventually turn on the butter, because if we get enough milk to produce in both, that would be great, because that's a lot more money to come in. But yeah, we'll go ahead and give some money to the dairy. There's some milk to the dairy, and then we'll hopefully give some milk to the chocolate guy here in a couple months. So let me drop that off real quick. While I'm over there, near kind of over that direction, I will double check to make sure all the outputs are okay. Both of them have milk. Yep. A little bit of milk in the other one as well. Cheese looks okay for the moment. Chocolate's full, but how much do we have? We're going to make 2,400 liters. Yeah, we probably need to move that off of there. All right, well, maybe we'll get the trailer here in a moment. When did we sell chocolate last? According to my thing, chocolate sells in January, but I didn't mean to zip over here, but that's all that's there. Let's see, chocolate. It's down here. Maybe we sold some in May. It had to have been May, right? Because like there's not that much here, and we should have made at least several pallets by now. So let me unhook you. All right, I'll go ahead and get the chocolate taken care of. When we come back, we will advance to August and kind of go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.